All right, welcome back. So in our last explainer, we really got into Kanban and how these pull systems can completely change your inventory game. But, it brought up a huge, very practical question. If it takes forever to switch from making one product to another, how on earth are you supposed to make the small batches that a system like Kanban needs? Well, today we're going to dive into the solution. So here's the roadmap for today. We're going to tackle that small batch problem head on. First, we'll talk about why it's such a challenge. Then I'll introduce you to the hero of our story, a little something called SMED. We'll break down its absolute core concept, walk through a real-world transformation, see the incredible ripple effect it creates, and then we'll wrap up with a straightforward action plan you can actually use. Okay, so first things first, the challenge. It's a classic problem, right? Your customers want variety, they want options, but for so many businesses, giving them that variety comes with this massive, often hidden cost that just kills your efficiency. I mean, it really all boils down to this one question. Why is it so hard? The answer, 100% of the time, is the time it takes you to switch over from making one thing to making the next. These long, painful changeover times are the single biggest wall that makes super flexible systems like just-in-time or Kanban feel almost impossible to get right. So let's properly introduce the villain of our story, changeover time. And let's be super clear about what this is. It's not just the time the machine is stopped. The clock starts the second the last good part from batch A comes off the line. And it doesn't stop until the first good part from batch B is ready. Every single second in between is changeover time. And seriously, don't fool yourself. This is pure downtime. It's completely unproductive. Your machines aren't making anything you can sell. Your operators are scrambling to adjust settings, change out tools, run test pieces. It's all waste. And this forces companies into a really vicious cycle. To avoid the pain of these long changeovers, they just run huge batches. But that leads to giant piles of inventory and ridiculously long lead times. It's a trap. But what if you could break that cycle? What if there was a way out? Well, there is. And this is where our hero steps in. So let's introduce the system that was designed specifically to just obliterate high changeover times and give you true flexibility. It's called SMED. It stands for Single Minute Exchange of Die. Now, don't worry too much about the die part. It comes from the world of metal stamping presses. The important thing is that SMED is a system with one single clear mission: to dramatically, and I mean dramatically, cut down the time it takes to do an equipment changeover. And the goal here is, well, it's ambitious, but it is so powerful. The single minute in the name means getting that changeover time down to a single-digit number. We're talking less than 10 minutes. Now, even if you don't quite get there, just applying the principles can give you absolutely massive gains. So, where's the magic? What's the secret? The absolute genius of SMED, the real aha moment, comes from one simple but really profound distinction. It's all about looking at the tasks you do during a changeover in a totally new light. This right here, this slide, holds the entire secret sauce of SMED. You take every single little thing you do during a setup, and you divide it into two camps. On the left, you have internal setup. These are the things you can only do when the machine is completely stopped. But on the right, you have external setup. And this is the game changer. These are all the things you can do while the machine is still running, still making parts from the last batch. So the whole strategy follows this beautiful three-step logic. Step 1, separate. You watch the changeover and you classify every single activity as either internal or external. Step 2, convert. This is where you get creative. You figure out how to change as many of those internal tasks into external ones. And finally, step 3, streamline. For the few tasks that absolutely must be done while the machine is off, you make them as fast and simple as humanly possible. Okay, the theory is great, right? But let's make this real. Let's walk through a pretty typical example to see just how unbelievably powerful this way of thinking really is. So here's our starting point. We've got a machine changeover that takes 90 minutes. That's a full hour and a half where that expensive piece of equipment is just sitting there, completely idle, making zero money. Now, when we actually break down where those 90 minutes are going, it's kind of shocking. Look at this. The purple slice, nearly a third of the entire time is just people walking around searching for the right tools. Then you've got the green slice, just waiting for the quality department to check the first part. Only that yellow slice is somebody actually turning a wrench. You can see most of this is pure, unadulterated waste. So how do we fix it? We apply SMED thinking. Instead of searching for tools, they're prearranged on a cart while the machine is still running. That's a classic internal to external conversion. Settings are standardized so there's no guesswork. Slow, tedious bolts get replaced with quick-release clamps. You see? Each one of these little fixes directly attacks a piece of that waste we just saw. And would you look at the result? That 90-minute nightmare changeover gets slashed all the way down to just 25 minutes. Just think about that for a second. You've just created over an hour of extra production capacity out of thin air every single time you do a changeover. And you didn't have to buy a single new machine to do it. But here's the thing, the impact is so much bigger than just getting one machine back online faster. When you make a change like this, you send a positive ripple effect through your entire operation. And this is where the real magic happens. As soon as your changeovers are fast, running small batches is suddenly easy. And that unlocks everything else. Your inventory levels plummet. Your production flexibility goes through the roof. Your overall equipment effectiveness, or OEE, gets a massive boost. You can respond to customers faster. And, my favorite, when inventory goes down, cash flow goes up. It's all connected. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds amazing, but how do I actually do it? Well, the great news is that SMED isn't some complex abstract theory. It is a systematic, step-by-step process that literally anyone can follow. Here's your 6-step action plan. Number 1, record it. Get out your phone and video the current changeover. You can't improve what you can't see. 2, analyze that video. Break the whole thing down into tiny little steps. 3, classify. Go through your list and label every step, internal or external. 4, convert. Get the team together and brainstorm how to move those internal tasks to the external list. 5, simplify. Streamline everything that's left. And finally, number 6, and this is absolutely critical, measure your results. Track the time. Prove the improvement. Without data, it's just an opinion. Which brings us to our last, and honestly, probably the most important idea of all. For so long, people have looked at setup time as this fixed, unavoidable cost of doing business. But it's not. Changeover time is not set in stone. It is a design problem. And that's the best news of all, because that means it's a problem that you can solve.